Alright, gang. Welcome to the charts. This is my live account. You can see in the top right it says QT Real. How you guys doing today? So far, I'm not going to say I'm getting confident in making the videos. However, I'm having a little bit of fun making these videos. So I hope that I get better as time goes on. But yeah, so this is my live account. What had happened was I opened this pocket option account, I believe January 5th of 2025, right? And I knew about market structure and I knew how to trade. I understood the basics of trading, like the market goes up, the market goes down, sometimes the market ranges in consolidation, right? So me thinking I know it all, I told myself that I was going to invest $1,000 of my own money this year and become a profitable day trader. That quickly humbled me. I plan to put $50 increments of my own money into the accounts and flip it, basically, kind of like a get rich fast kind of scheme, kind of situation. However, the first $50 I had put into the account didn't go so well. Like when you first get on Pocket Option, it gives you a $50,000 free demo account to allow you to practice and get your skills up before you even get invested with your real money, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm doing so good on my demo account. Let me put some real money in there. Put $50 in there, rushing the process entirely. Immediately dropped down to $25, right? At first, I was doing dollar trades. Then I was like, okay, I'm making these trades. I'm going to up my trade amount to about $2, $5, and so on and so forth, right? Then it got to a point where I was rushing so bad and I just wanted to see instant gratification for my profits that I would trade $10 and $15 and $20, and it just truly was not working out. So first $50 blown, and when you're trying to do something new, immediately, you want to see the results as soon as possible. I think all of us have that kind of situation going on in life. And that's fine. Some may get it out of pure luck and others may not. So, chapter 2, attempt 2, I put another $50 into the account, and this time, I told myself, okay, I'm only going to trade 7 times a day at $1 amount trade, and that's it. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I was easily humbled again. Like, for the most part, my entire life, I have never really followed myself. Like, I never really listened to myself. So if you can relate to that, definitely leave a comment below. But I would tell myself that I would do one thing and then hang on, guys, my bad. I had to try and clear my throat. But yeah, so like I would tell myself I would do one thing and then I would say it, but I wouldn't actually do it. So the words that were coming out of my mouth versus the actions that I was physically doing were not aligning with the things that I said. So, actions speak louder than words. Well, yeah, my actions clearly told me that I don't listen to myself. So, in like the last video I had uploaded, I talked about how I have real bad anxiety, and in a sense, I have a fear of failure. Like sometimes I'll start something, and if I don't get it right away, I'll just give up on it, and I'll start a new project. And so far, that's led me to not really accomplishing anything. Sorry for like the long story times. Hopefully, eventually, it'd be positive story times. But you gotta start where you are with what you have, right? So, second $50 told myself I was going to do 7 trades a day at a dollar amount. And if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I didn't listen to that. And so instead of listening to myself, when the trades weren't working how I thought they would, my anxiety triggered some intrusive thoughts. And I was like, well, maybe if I just try again, I'll get back up there. So the second 50 went down the drain because I couldn't listen to myself and stop for the day. You know, I want to become a millionaire overnight. Who doesn't, right? The last and final 50, right? At this point, you know, I'm watching videos, YouTubers, learning different indicators, what indicators work for me, what's the time frame I need for my trades, how much can I actually trade. And I was doing all of this in my demo account. Like, I'll even show you guys my demo account. So, like I said, Pocket Option gives you a $50,000 demo account to begin with so that you can learn the strategies, learn what works for you, and learn the website, right? You can see the results up at the top, right? At this point, I've found a strategy that would work in my demo account, and I could potentially do that in my live account if I learn some self-discipline, right? It's called $5 Train. And I'm going to keep talking about the $5 train because I feel like that's going to be my thing, you know, the $5 train strategy. You take $5 of your own investment. That's your own capital, $5. You then trade that $5 at a 92% payout. Whatever you win from that payout, you trade that payout next. So like plus the $5. So as you can see in the top right, $5 would get you $9. You would then trade $9 next, and then so on and so forth. So the whole plan was to, you know, pay off all my debt, right? Like I wanted to make sure that all my debt is paid off, because I think the biggest thing when it comes to having a lot of funds, you know, immediately you think of all the trips and everything you want to plan and do that you couldn't do before. I have a little bit of self-control when it comes to that. Like, I know that my bills and everything come first, and well, I just don't want to go on a trip and then come back and I still got bills to pay, you know? Like, make it make sense. I'm trying not to make the video so long, but trying to get you guys to where I am. The title of this video is how to recover from a trading loss, you know? So how do you recover from this? Well, at this point, I didn't have any more money. You know, I'm not afraid to say that I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people that can relate to that. If you are, welcome to the club. I didn't have any more money, so at this point, I was at a stop, and I couldn't go any further until like the next available paycheck where I could invest. I would, right? I go in my emails, right? And I should have put it in there. Maybe I'll put it in somewhere in here. I'll put the clip somewhere in here. But yeah, so I was checking my emails daily, right? And Pocket Option sent me a $5 bonus. Like, they literally sent me $5. They were like, hey, free of charge, we're going to give you $5. I was like, okay, what do I have to do, right? And so I clicked on it to receive my bonus, and I started trading. I told myself, at this point, I've learned my lesson on big trades and not listening to myself. Because now at this point, I've invested time in getting books, more self-improvement books and everything like that. And I'm learning all the way around. Like, all day, I'm learning. So, you know, the book that I have now is called Self-Discipline for Anxious Mind. And, well, clearly, that's me. Because my anxiety has anxiety for itself. took the $5. I got the $5 on the 17th, right? So that was last week, Monday. From that, you can see that I gained $15.91. Pam, like, let's go. And at this point, I'm literally only trading dollars because I believe that my $5 trade strategy will work. However, I want to create enough capital that I can attempt to do what I need to do to get it where I want it to be, right? That's smart, right? You don't want to just have $5, do the strategy, and then you get stopped out because then, well, I'm back where I started with no money. The next day, made $9.31. Wednesday, honestly, I don't even remember Wednesday. Like, I'm getting to the age where it's like, all right, I don't really remember what I ate yesterday. So Wednesday, I did not make any trades. I was trying to, I was excited that I was making the profits and my losses were going down, right? Like my win rate was changing. So as I was reading the book and learning from the book, I was applying it to my everyday life. Thursday, I took a dub, lost $5.20, and I told myself that not every day has to be a win. Like, I believe every day is still a win, even if it's a loss. And like, I feel like that's a huge message that everybody needs to know. I believe every day is a win, even if it is a loss. Why? Because there's a lesson in that loss, which then you take that and you try it differently the next day. And as you can see, the next day, I made $6.12 in profit, right? Now, mind you, this is the same $5 that I got on February 17th, right? Last week, Monday. So now, today is February 25th, 2025. You can see it on my screen. And yesterday, we secured $4.14. And so from that $5, right, I am now at $30.28. Now, when I had first started this whole process of wanting to become a day trader, yes, I wanted to have the funds be, drastically different, right? Like I wanted thousands of dollars in the same day, which eventually I will get there. But for somebody who hasn't traded in a good 2 years, to get back in the charts and relearn and unlearn some things, I had to go through what I went through to get here. Because now I feel like I'm more at a slowed down process. I'm okay with that because every step, no matter how small, is still progress, right? I got that from the book. It's a really good book. I would definitely, maybe I'll put the link in the description so that you guys can see what book I'm talking about. It's a really good book, especially if you have anxiety. If you have anxiety, you're a huge overthinker. You and I have stuff in common. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. How do you recover from a trading loss? You basically step back, review, adjust, and you try again.